Hello, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and welcome if you are brand new. Please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I know it's a little bit late. It's a very late. Where's the date? I actually don't know what the date is, but I know it's late. So this is the September challenge. Today there are 3 freebie pages. There is this page, there is this page, and then there is this page. So this is the back. I've printed it onto both parts. I will probably be printing it onto the back of week 2 and 3. However, week 2 and 3 is not going to be week 2 and 3. Week 2 is going to be on Friday. So you won't have to wait too long for that. And week 3 will be next Friday. So it's all going to be a little bit more compact than the previous challenges. We have had I'm not going to tell you any details, but we've had a horrible couple of weeks. It's kind of over, not really over. We are, we're just working through things. So anyway, this is the challenge for September. Now, obviously, I could have cut everything in advance. I'm just going to cut this out now as quickly as I can. I will be speeding up lots of the cutting and inking, because I'm sure you're not going to watch all of it. We are only working... Oh, I should tell you what the challenge actually is. We are making an Autumn Ephemera Folio. So I hope you're going to enjoy this little make. I'm going to make it in its most basic form, but you are going to have a lot of options, especially with the elements from week 3. Now, we do need this large lip here, or you don't need it quite as big as this necessarily, but I'm going to leave mine quite large. It's going to be covered up with something we're going to do in, let's call it part 2 rather than week 2, because it's not week 2 at all. It's going to be in, what day is it today? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so 3 days' time. Now, you could use a corner rounder on that if you wanted to. Probably would have done a better job if I had. But I'm going to cut it because I've got my scissors right here. Right, I'll cut out this last couple of pieces and be right back. Okay, I've only cut out one of these because I'm only going to use one. Now, I am going to use my scoreboard. You don't have to use your scoreboard. You could use a ruler and fold along it. But I am going to use my scoreboard, and I'm going to score these 2 spine little, what are we calling them? Yeah, we've got a very small spine on these pieces, so I'm going to score those and then just fold those, make sure they are nicely scored. So we'll have something like that, and I'm going to do the same on my little flap. Score down that line, and make sure they're lined up before you score down that line, and then we can fold that. Now I can already see I've made a little bit. No, that's going to be fine. We're going to ink this, so that's fine. And finally, our pocket. Now, this is a very basic make this week. They're all going to be pretty basic. It's still quite an elaborate-ish project. So let's fold those in. And with the pocket, I'm also going to burnish this down. Now, if you wanted to stitch your pocket at all, you could probably do that now before you glue it into place. But at the moment, I'm just going to leave that as it is. Okay, so obviously I hadn't prepared in advance this particular make, so I am now going to ink everything. I'm using walnut stain. I want this to be quite dark. Now, what I should say is I'm not going to ink any of this part here. I'm not going to ink this, and I'm not going to ink the inside at this point. I'm going to ink my inside once I have put this together, and I will explain why when I do that. So I am going to ink this crease here, and I am going to ink that crease there. Right, so that's nice and straightforward. Now what we want on these two pieces is this orange flower at the bottom, and we are going to glue this on here so that lines up quite nicely. So grab my glue. Looks like I've got a bit of residue glue on there. If you glue too close to that crease, you might get a little bit of glue seepage, so I'm not going to do that. You could also use a tape. Double-sided tape would be perfect for this part. If you're not too confident with lining up, use a glue that's not going to dry immediately. I'm using art glitter glue, and I know I get asked this every video, so I'm going to try and remember to mention it. I have printed this on Epson heavyweight matte photo paper. I'm going to try and remember to let everybody know that, because I should do, really give you a bit more information. So that is our little folio so far, and this is why I don't ink the inside or that flap, because we want that to kind of blend in a little bit and become a little bit invisible. So now I do have this together, I am going to ink around the inside, but we can just ink straight around and not worry about inking over that little flap, because we just don't want that seen. I've used this. Okay, so here we go. Very, very simple and straightforward. This little panel at the front here is where our pocket is going to go. It's not going to line up perfectly with the print, but it's close enough. It's close enough. You can just try and line it up the best you can. I think once the whole folio is made, you're not going to notice a little bit of discrepancy in that print. So let's just glue this. I know this is such a straightforward video, but I really needed to keep this simple this week. My brain has got to slowly start working again. Let's call it. It's got to slowly start working again. So, oh, a little bit of glue seepage there. Glue our pocket down. Right, so we have our front flap and our little closure flap, and you could use any of these little labels you want. Now what I could have done is glue this with, this was my plan. I was going to glue this to my pocket, add my brads, tape the back, and then glue the pocket down. But I've already glued my pocket down, so let's do this a different way. Let's find some split pins, brads, whatever you call them where you are. Here we go. So I've got my little split pins. Better give this a bit of an ink. Oh, that's a bit like fingers down a blackboard. I don't know why that's so squeaky. Right. Now I want a couple of little ones, but that's quite a nice small one. That doesn't, yeah, they match. Right. I'm going to take my awl, keep this simple, just pop a couple of holes in. I'm just guesstimating, not worry too much about getting those perfect. Going to pop in my brad. Right, now what I want to do is open this up. Ooh, open that up. Just make sure that is not, it's not going to be seen. So I'm just going to fold them, bend them at a bit of an angle, and then just push down on that to make sure that's nice and flat. And this is not exactly the same brad, but it's going to be close enough. They look the same, so pop that in. Again. Sorry, I do. My hands don't, they're not as agile as they should be. So I'm just going to fold that open, again, at a bit of an angle. Pop that onto my board and just give that a push down. Now, if you wanted to give it if you wanted to give it more of a push, you can use a metal ruler and maybe just hold that down. But you can see we're not going to see those brads. So grab my glue around those. You could put some tape on. It's just going to give it a little bit more bulk, which I don't really want to do. You could also cut the edges of your little split pins to make them a little bit smaller if you wanted. I think we're going to be perfectly okay like that. Bring this in, but like I said, you probably want to put this onto your pocket before you put your pocket. Oh, yeah, that's fine. You're not going to see it all. You're not going to see it all. Another design flaw. The good thing is we now don't have to worry about the brads being on the inside of that pocket, but you're not going to see all of that when it's closed. You know, I think I can live with that. If you don't want that, the fall label will fit on the little flap, so you could always add that one to the flap if you wanted to, or you could have the ephemera label maybe facing this way, but you have to bear in mind we're going to put a closure on this later. So there we have week 1. Maybe not my best design. There's a little bit of a design flaw here, but you can learn from my mistakes and maybe not put that on. And this is where obviously I've had no time to do a prototype, so I've just been working along with you really. And that is week 1. Now there are going to be bits for the inside next week, part 2 on Friday. So I hope to see you there. I hope you didn't get too bored with it being so very basic, but that you can see the potential of this piece. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye.